First carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Motion a receiver left. On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. And he won't be able to get past the line. And very quickly, Brock, they could be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and long, they're going to throw. That's caught for the first. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Down to the 10. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 6-0 lead right away. Drake London with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return coming from the 14. And the tackle saves a touchdown, but they still take over inside the red zone.
Kid, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't. But it could be in pretty short order because this offense now set up for some serious success.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or do you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Kate, and I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making. You're going to see more and more teams be aggressive, and I would be.
They'll go with Sanders. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
after tying this game up. They're all set to send her away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. It's Sampson running out of the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Fits it through the middle. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 25 on that play. And that's a Browns first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. First down, he'll throw it. Catch is made down the right sideline. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they face 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing for the back of the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. Jack Fox getting the call here to punt on 4th down. He dodged the tackle. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 9-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Right up the gut. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 5.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Finds him on the crossing route. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Sanders back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. From the red zone now. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Bucket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Sanders now on 3rd down. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
12 yards. That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Sanders setting the pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 2nd quarter lead. Ryland now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Savon Revel with the pick. And the Cowboys have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
A big loss on
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Throwing from the gun here. He's got his man. It's the rookie out of Colorado. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. Two men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Six yards to go here. It's third down. Throw here, third down. Finds him over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. They're down to their final one in this half.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Sanders going to throw on four. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Back to work after throwing the pick. Chased out to his right. And he just hooks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
So it's second and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. They give it to Sampson here up the middle. And second down only works out for a yard.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Drive in dire straits. It's third and 9. Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. The Browns are lining up to punt. Jack Fox will kick it away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes first and 10. They'll go play action for Sanders. Down the field. He's got Lamb. And this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Oh, his back's got it deep down the left sideline. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Long, in the throw. Finds London on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
That's good for the Browns. 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Browns.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He lofts one deep, center. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns make it a one-score game before halftime. Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns get it back to within 6.
20. Browns 14.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Returning in from the 16. That's some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Forced out to his right. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Throwing the out route, complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Finds the in route, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A pickup of 17. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, they count on those being efficient and effective.
2 yards all he can get. It's third down. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. To the air on third and long. All in left side. And this one does not go far.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. From the left hash, 34 yards away. The kick by Ryland is good. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. They work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Final throw before the break. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Fox now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. It's Sanders out of the pistol. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. Keeps himself upright. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
He's able to get this to the 32 before going down. He gets 6 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw. Here's Sanders. He has room past the 25. Racing down the left side. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. 2-point attempts coming. Sanders getting his offense set.
The Cowboys will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Caught at the 2. He will get into the end zone. They go for 2, and that gives them a 3-score advantage. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And now it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile. Here he goes, third and long. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up fourth down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Cowboys first down. First and 10.
The give now out of the shotgun. He's He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cowboys make it a 24-point ball game.
Browns 14.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10. Here's the backup, first throw. Escapes the pocket. On the run, deep down the left side. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
To the air now on first and 10. Now they'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Throwing on seconds. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down. Punt team on the field. And they could really use a good one here. Breaks the tackle. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. Give now to the running back. Shoots away from one. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back-to-back carries here. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Finds Brown right side. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Sanders going to throw on 4th. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Browns take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Cowboys getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Must be paying these guys a day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
This is our last play of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Sanders. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he goes out of bounds. What a play to end this 3rd quarter. So we're through 3 here. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Sending him on the dive. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down.
Carl Granderson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 43-yard line.
Play action, Sanders. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle, they showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Finding Brown back-to-back plays. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys keep running away with this. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead.
14.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He put everything he had into this one. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
A gain of 41 yards on the play. That's good for a Browns 1st down.
Back now, pressure coming. That's Hill on the slant. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
Here's a throw. Right back to Hill. This is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Right the left side with Sampson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the Cowboys' 5-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they'll be left with third and goal.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns making the scoreboard look a touch better. Drake London with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points.
21. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Fox now to kick this one away. Return starts from the 16. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. On first down, they'll run. Nothing doing here as he only manages the yard.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They give it to him again. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but showing a love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. He's going deep! That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Short pass brought in. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys getting closer to their 10th win of the season. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. That one hits for 30. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. They'll run here on first down. And he stopped right as he reaches the 10. Gotta hurry this to the line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Going to the ground again on. He loses the football. But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were. So they keep possession. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
They're going to pass it here. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Browns get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly Not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being third down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Big gain downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Browns, 27.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. I think the Browns got that one back. They did! Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Taking a chance to the end zone. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So it's a win for the Cowboys. Well, everyone's been wondering, Brock, will this be the week? Is this going to be the week that the streak ends? Well, nope, chain another one on as the rest of the league keeps wondering, will these guys ever lose again?
Yeah, they're the team that everyone wants that shot at, right?
Yeah.
A chance to snap the streak, but then no one's been able to truly stand in front of. It's going to take a special type of performance, 60 minutes plus, from a special team to finally hand these guys an L.
So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.